Okay, well, welcome to the Super Earth podcast. This is a Helldivers 2 podcast. Today, I'm joined by Just Snuff. Say hi, Snuff.
Hello there.
All right, we're gonna give a couple seconds to just see if our audio is working correctly. Let's get
Yeah.
confirmation on that. Did we have anything from Coyote?
Uh, I don't see anything yet. Let's see here. Hello there, enemies. And Coyote is texting me. We sound good, according to
Okay.
him.
So what happened was there was something technical that didn't work. I'm gonna restart the beginning. Let
Yeah.
me play this really quick. All right, welcome to the Super Earth podcast once again. I'm DB. I'm one of your hosts. I'm joined by Snuff. Say hi, Snuff.
Hello there.
And this is our special live edition episode of the podcast. Very excited. We have a whole lot to talk about. We have a new major order. We have a new update. We have we have basically a new campaign by the Luminate. So it's going to be a very Snuff heavy episode. I'm going to be asking Snuff a whole bunch of questions.
Yeah,
But
probably.
yeah, very cool, very fun. So yeah, how goes it? How is it before this update that happened yesterday? Have you been playing Helldivers a lot?
Oh, I've been playing a lot lately. But I have to say, performance is better after the update. That's for sure. It looks sharper as well, like graphic wise. I can't like pinpoint what it is, but it just feels better now.
Okay. So since we're just jumping straight into it, we can just talk about this new update. Why
Yeah.
don't we go first? Let's see. Do you want to just kind of tell us what it is, and then after you give a brief description, I'll go into like the patch notes?
Yeah, so we had a big update on Tuesday. Very big update. The Illuminates are back. And they are back hard. As you can see over there. Oh, I'll call it back in. The Illuminators are back, full fleet. They're heading straight for Super Earth. Currently, we're fighting for Widow's Harbor. And they also fixed a lot of bugs. They did some balancing. And also, they have added something we all have been waiting for a long time, which is weapon customization, which I'm very happy about.
Nice.
I absolutely love it. So yeah, what about you? Have you been playing a lot of Helldivers, or have you been a dissident person?
I wouldn't say I'm a dissident, but I actually had some difficulties yesterday trying to play it, and so I couldn't get the game to work yesterday. Funny enough, we did schedule a live episode to happen yesterday. That didn't work
Yeah.
either. So today is my first time playing it. Actually, right now, as we speak, we're in a quick match. I'm gonna go get back to a position and try
Yeah.
to just go AFK again. so I can focus on the episode. But no, yesterday I was at work and all of a sudden, like, Discord starts, lighting up, and I'm seeing that there's an update, and I'm seeing that there's new enemies, I'm seeing there's weapon customization. I'm like, oh, this seems pretty big. Like, we should get on this right now. So, yeah, like, pretty cool. Can't say that I played it yet. So we're literally right after this live stream, we're gonna stay live after the episode's recorded, and we're gonna go ahead and play with Discord listeners right after we're done. But I'm very excited to start playing because the war effort, they need our help right now.
Yeah, and you also need to call me in.
Oh,
I might have blown myself up.
all right, give me a second.
But yeah, I think it will be a very fun episode indeed, for sure.
All right, I'm not gonna call you in for the rest of the match.
The stream is on the starting soon page still.
Is it?
Yeah. Looks like it on my screen at least. Oh, it's delayed. Oh, it's delayed for me. That's why. It's fixed now.
Okay, it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just me being a little bit delayed with my shitty internet. Comes and goes with the direction of the wind.
Okay, cool. So, all right, I'm going to go pull up. I'm not going to be in the game right now. I'm going to be talking about the changes. I'm just going to read through. Okay. So, we have this from Super Earth High Command. They say, Helldivers, get to your super destroyers. In a surprise turn of events that even our top researchers couldn't predict, the Illuminate have finally revealed their intentions, emerging from the Meridian Singularity and setting a course for Super Earth. It's now more important than ever that we band together and stop this salvo from destroying our liberty. Alright, new enemies. Customize your loadout and expand its surplus. New enemies. The Illuminate threat has grown, unleashing new terrors on our citizens across the galaxy. Reports indicate the Illuminate have deployed larger, more powerful enemies within their fleet. Among them are the Stingray, jet fighters that provide Illuminate support from the sky, targeting Helldivers and lining up devastating strafing runs. Another new foe is the Crescent Overseer, which has the ability to lay barrages on Helldivers and cover. But perhaps most terrifying are the reports of a failed Illuminate experiment called the Flesh Mob, a Frankenstein's monster of voteless parts turned into a brute battlefield force that the Helldivers must work hard to destroy. There have been sightings of other, even larger ships, though details remain unclear on their abilities, but we can't underestimate the squids, divers, and that's why we're assembling our best and brightest to push them back into oblivion where they belong. We have to gather all our resources to face this incursion, and fortunately, Super Earth's R&D department has unlocked some powerful tools for our Helldivers, in the hopes that they will help crush the onslaught of Illuminate invaders. Customize your loadout. Helldivers are being given access to a robust new weapon customization feature for the bulk of our primary weapon offerings. Most primary weapons now have levels that are achievable by completing missions, which in turn unlock new attachments obtainable through requisition. In addition to attachments, players can also unlock patterns for their weapons. Whether it's tweaking sights for precision, changing color patterns, adjusting magazines for ammo capacity, muzzles to optimize weapon performance characteristics, or adjusting underbarrel attachments for the handling you want, you're in command of how your weaponry performs on the battlefield. This level of individual attunement is sure to make your favorite primary best in its class. Expanded surplus. The Superstore is also getting an emergency expansion to boost your arsenals for the fight. No more waiting for items to come back into rotation. Now the items you want are always available, ready to stock your ship and armor. Armor your Helldives with items you might have missed the first time around. Patch notes. So as a summary, we have new Illuminate faction enemies, new weapon customizations and progression, crash fixes, weapon fixes, miscellaneous fixes. There's not too much more to read, so let me just read the rest of this. This is weapon customization. Gear up, Helldivers. Your arsenal just got personal. With a new weapon customization system, you can now tailor your favorite weapons to match your combat style and preferences once you progressed and unlock different attachments. Whether it's tweaking sights for precision, changing color patterns, adjusting magazines for ammo capacity, muzzles to optimize weapon performance characteristics, or adjusting underbarrels for the handling you want, you're in command of how your weaponry performs on the battlefield. Tinker in the menu, customize your specific weapon configs, and switch between them during the mission loadout sequence. It's time to fight for Super Earth with weapons that are truly yours. We are aware of a bug that prevents players from... Okay. We have a fix identified. Alright, cool. Before we get into some of those details, I also want to note, where are we on the planets? Like, which planets have the Illuminate taken? Do you know off the top of your head?
Yeah. So currently we're only fighting on Widow's Harbor.
Okay.
Currently, that is the first one, and from the looks of it, I can't. Like, we're in missions, I can't really look right now. But from the looks of it, we're losing this one pretty hard.
Okay, and how far away is that?
We are. I will have to pull up my Hellcom then. Give me just 1 second. I just need to pull down a sentry.
I was gonna say, how far away is that planet from Super Earth?
Very close. We are on the outer ring of Super Earth now. So after we are done here, they are going to move towards Pelan 5, I believe, which is also in the same sector.
And I heard that
and
it's
then
like
they will,
basically like 3 planets away from Super Earth. Is that right?
yeah, that's pretty much it.
And then
So
is Mars?
they're probably gonna try to capture the whole sector and then move in towards Super Earth.
Has Mars been
from
taken?
there? No, Mars is in the same sector as Super Earth.
Okay.
But they have moved where do you do the tutorial.
Yeah,
the tutorial is no longer at Mars.
That's what I was gonna say.
It has been moved to a secret location.
That's what I was gonna say. I've seen on the internet somewhere that the location for Helldiver Basic Training moved, so that's a big deal. It used to be on Mars, and now because Mars is potentially at risk of an invasion, now it's been switched. So that's actually a really cool detail that they added.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
So they have changed all the names for everyone's democracy officers. So if you go talk to your officer on your ship, he will have a different name now. I have a couple of theories about it. I do, actually.
Okay.
And that is either you have been infiltrated by Illuminates, or you all the experienced democracy officers that we had on the ship has been switched out with new ones because of what is happening. So basically, they called back the officers to Super Earth to train all the new troops. And that is the most likely one, of course, because suspecting them actually being able to infiltrate the Super Destroyer, impossible. So yeah, there's a couple of new things.
So actually there's a key part in there that I kind of wanted to explore because I kind of glazed past it, but progression is pretty interesting. So I was in the Discord yesterday and there were people playing and somebody's like, "Oh, I did one mission and I got, this optic unlocked for this gun or whatever." So that's actually really cool. That's something we haven't had before. The weapon customization obviously we haven't had. But now, if you use the weapon, now you can unlock attachments for it, right?
Yeah, you can. and I finally have something to grind for again. And Rex slips are actually worth picking up again, because that's what you use to pay for the upgrades.
Okay. Now, how hard
So
is it? Like, how much of a grind is it to get?
it's not much of a grind really. Like the XP you get to level up your weapons depends on how much XP you get from the mission. You basically get the same as you do from the mission.
Okay.
So let's say you do a full clear level 10, you get like 3 or 4 levels in the beginning. But you have to unlock you have to level up every single weapon. So you can't like run just one weapon. It forces you to actually run everything now, which is very good. Because then people are forced to actually practice with everything. So we'll for sure see more variety in loadouts. And they have said that they didn't get all the weapons with upgrades yet. So we will be getting more. We'll probably getting secondaries first, because right now it's just primaries. And we'll probably see maybe support weapons and so on. So everything will be more viable. Like weapons like the scythe, for example, the laser beam primary. It's like a gun that no one ever uses, but now that you can upgrade it, it can be a much more viable weapon. Which I'm very happy about.
Yeah. Okay. So, let's see. Is there anything else that we haven't covered on the new update?
Well, they did like a few small like health changes here and there, and stuff on the bot side as well. I know they changed the health for the new fabricators they have. So you remember how you could just one tap all the new factories from across the map with a quasar or something?
Yeah.
You can't do that anymore. It changed it from 1,500 to 5,000 now.
Is that for the specific big ones?
Yeah, that is for the big ones.
And so, how do you
So you
kill
can't
them
just
now?
So you can still shoot them like that, but you have to shoot at least 2 shots with most anti-tank weapons.
Okay.
So you can't just one tap them from across the map anymore, which is good. Because they were kind of like an obsolete thing to add, since you could just snipe them from across the map. Didn't have to worry about going into the city really. Kind of made it a little bit boring, and they also made the gunships more accurate and faster shooting. So they are more, basically more back towards their old glory days. And from what I haven't played on bot side yet after the update, but from what I've understood, it also accidentally changed a little bit on the rest of the bots as well. So all of the bots are accurate now, which I like. A lot of people probably don't like it. I love it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and just from the couple minutes of playing this, the big thing is those Illuminate, the Illuminate like air support. That's crazy, man. Like that actually
Yeah,
makes it
that is the
difficult.
one. That's the one called Stingray. So basically, the Luminous have their own strafing run now, and they are something you should definitely watch out for, because they can be a pain in the ass, especially on level 10 when you have 2 of them coming at you all the time, and they tend to do like a crisscross pattern. So one comes from straight behind and one comes from the side. So a lot of the time when you try to dive away, you will just dive into the path of the other one. So you have to, and it will glow up the ground half of his paths the first half will glow up blue on the ground, but the second half far away will not glow up at all. So you have to actually stay vigilant and pay attention to the skies.
Okay.
And also, we cannot use the DSS on this planet currently because the Illuminates have orbital defenses now that prevents us from using the DSS because that will damage it. So it's this what do you want to call it, mission? It's going to be very hard to the MO is going to be very hard to win, if we can win it at all, because they are pushing very hard. It is not the same battleground as it used to be.
Yeah, so it's awesome, man, and it's bringing it back like a lot of the player base. Somebody was saying that there was 100,000 players online on like a Tuesday morning. So
Yeah,
and that's compared
yesterday.
to like what 30,000 normally.
Yeah, so yesterday I think the top was almost 200,000 if I remember correctly. On a Tuesday, which is wild. I think it reached up to 170k or something. So yeah, a lot of people have been anticipating this update, and I think a lot of people took the day off work, honestly, just to play the update. I one took an hour off just to get home early, because it released fairly
Do
fairly
you
well compared to my job.
so you played when they first released the Illuminate. Was there as much hype for the Illuminate being released as there is for right now? Like, is this
Oh yeah, for sure,
there was more hype or is it
for
about the
sure.
same?
It was about the same, I believe. I believe that was about the same. But yeah, people were very hyped up about it. Which is understandable. Like, the first part of the Illuminus, like, it was a little bit disappointing, like, with what enemies they had, but it was also understandable, like, lore-wise, that the Illuminates were only like a scouting force, kind of. But now they're coming at us with at full force. And basically it makes them more like a proper fun faction again.
Yeah.
Because earlier it was like there's no doubt about it that it was the easiest faction at the time. like no doubt about it at all. Got some stingrays coming in, I can hear. I can smell them. But yeah, now they are the amount of voteless seems to have gone down a little bit, but that's probably just because of all the new enemies. Now, this is a level 3 we're just doing right now for the beginning of the podcast. We'll step it up later. But they are for sure way harder than they used to be. They're a little bit more accurate. The harvesters are way more aggressive than what they used to be. So the harvesters will try to target you way more now with their laser beam. They shoot more often. So you have to watch your step a little bit more now.
No, wait, remind me what the harvesters are?
The harvesters are the big tripods. So the giant dudes with a shield around them. That's the harvesters. Ow. And currently in game, the Stingray is called the Interloper. It is going to probably gonna change because officially it is the because now it is Stingray that is like the official name in the update, and that's what they have said in the patch notes and everything. But it says Interloper in game right now.
Now, out of the new enemies, what's your favorite to fight so far?
I really like that they added the Stingray. It adds a little bit of spice to the game.
Is that
Like a completely new what? That's a flying one.
The flying one?
The flying ship.
Like
yeah, the strafing run they have. So, and I also really like the Flesh Mob, which is the mashup of lots of voteless. It's very much a bullet sponge. It is pretty easy to kill as long as you target the correct parts. Because it's only light armor. So, because it's basically just a bunch of flesh. So, it doesn't have any armor at all. But it's very, very much a bullet sponge. While the Stingray is medium pen, from what I've seen. But it can be taken down fairly easily.
Oh, so the Stingray is something you can take out.
Yeah, you can take it out. It will come back. So it goes on a cooldown. I haven't timed it yet, so I don't know what the cooldown is, but you can take it down, yes. There it goes. Now it goes down, and it will crash land. So it's on the ground right. It's on the ground right here. If you want to take a look at it, on top of the limited ship there. So yeah, they still don't have like any super heavies like you have on bot side and bug side. But I'm sure we're going to see more stuff being added.
You know the funny thing?
We have more coming in when they start getting more towards Super Earth.
So the funny thing right now is we're just playing on like a level 3. Like we're just kind of messing around. But they're not making it easy on us on this level 3. This level 3 is not...
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like even on level 3, it's spicy now.
Yeah, it is spicy. It really is.
And they also changed the sound on the Blitzer, which you're gonna like, because it's more like an oomph you were missing.
Nice. Now these little guys that float with the purple eyes, did they change them? How did they get changed? Are they faster?
What
do they do? I don't think I've ever known what they've done.
So they have like an arc weapon they can shoot at you. So they will stun you. They are also the ones that can call in reinforcements. The other parts of this faction can't call in any reinforcements, only them. So they're like scouts, kind of. So they will go look for you. I think they're the same still. I haven't really noticed much of a difference, but they seem to be... I mean, the Illuminus in general just seem to be a little bit smarter, basically. They try to swarm you more, especially like the voteless hordes now, since they have the flesh mobs with them. Like on level 10, they usually have 3 or 4 flesh mobs coming with the horde of the voteless. So you can't take them out as fast anymore, unless you have the king of the king, which is the airburst.
Wait, say that again. What can't you take out very fast anymore?
The flesh mobs, the new tank unit, the big fleshy blob.
Mm-hmm.
So usually on the higher levels, they have a lot of them in each horde. So it will it takes a little bit more of time to take out the hordes coming for you.
Okay. So you're telling me
Which is
like the
nice.
difficulties for the Luminant isn't just level 1, level 1, level 1, level 1. It's
Yeah,
like different levels now.
Exactly.
Yeah, so this is awesome. If if we haven't been talking, a whole bunch, I'm sure maybe I'll edit so that the actual episode we might even not even publish it as an episode.
The one on the Spotify, if you publish it on Spotify, it might be a little bit edited just to shorten it down.
Yeah, because we've been very distracted. We're playing a mission as we talk about the new update. There isn't a lot to cut. Like, I don't think we can fill a full episode with the update, and that's fine. This isn't a full episode. This is like a emergency transmission.
Yes.
To cover the new update, and yeah, so I think I guess we go ahead and extract, and then once we do, I think we say some ship names, and we kind of call it a day, and we start. We're gonna open up the stream, and we're gonna start playing with listeners from the Discord.
Yeah, for sure. Do some interviews, talk to some people.
So that's a very fun thing I'm excited to do. Maybe it'll make the main episode for the Spotify. It's a large likelihood that it will, actually. But for now, I guess we're just going to leave the live up after it's done on YouTube, and that'll be this week's episode. And then probably that Spotify episode will be edited at some point and posted eventually.
Yeah.
So audio listeners only might not get an episode this week.
Yeah. So if you want to come join us in a battle, you go into the Discord and head to the live recording, live broadcast. I mean, and just join that. You will be automatically muted, and if we pull you in, we will just unmute you, so you will be on the stream. Be careful there, Deviant.
I have audio turned off on Helldivers, so I can't hear anything.
But yeah, if you want to join us, just sit and wait there, and we'll let you know. Pull you in. I know we have one person sitting there waiting. I think it's joined for cookies.
Cool.
So he's probably up for a match, I would believe. If you're up for a match, cookies, just shoot me a message. I have my Discord open so I can see.
And also, we do have some comments on the YouTube. I wanted to acknowledge that. I didn't know exactly how to acknowledge it on the episode, but we got some from Coyote. We have Cheese Gangsters 5000. We've got some comments from Damo Mando. Love to see comments from him. He's very active in the Discord, so that would be fun to play with him. I'd love to bring him in. I'd love to bring anybody in who wants to play.
Well,
if we don't
of course, if there's a lot of people, I will be kicking people just to pull in new people if there's a lot of people that wants to play.
Yeah, we'll rotate people out. But it seems like right now there's not that many people on, right?
Yeah, not right now, but we haven't been on for that long either.
Okay. So, let's get situated over here. This kind of shows us some of our weapon customization, actually. And somebody was teasing that there's a grenade there that we haven't seen.
Yes. There should be. And yeah, there it is. Okay. It's the pyro grenade from the upcoming warbond that will come tomorrow, isn't it? Yeah, tomorrow.
You know, something that I'll say, because largely this episode we were streaming like an actual mission, is that I press numlock to turn off my HUD. You actually taught me how to do that.
Yeah.
And that's great for streaming, but the problem is like you don't have all your functionality. Like you can't it's hard to see what your stratagems are. It's
Yeah.
hard to see your map. So I would like to see in the future, a mode, because the HUD, when you're like recording gameplay, the HUD kind of gets in the way. It's kind of like cheesy, right? I would like to have like a minimal HUD or turn it off for, except for specific things. So like when I pull up the
Yeah. And you
map.
can do that.
Oh, okay. Well, then maybe I
Yeah.
should do that.
The numlock part is what I taught you. I just added that for you so you can turn off all HUD in one click. So you can turn off specific items on the HUD
Okay.
if you want to. I
Well,
just help you set up the numlock so you can close it all for our recordings, basically. So it's
yeah.
easier for you.
Well, I would like there to be an option for no HUD, no nothing, anything except for when I pull up the map. I want to see the map. When I pull up my menu for stratagems, I want to see that. But otherwise, yeah, I don't need. Kind of like Hell Let Loose has. You just press Y, I think, and it drops your whole HUD. And then if you want it to pull back up,
Yeah.
you press it again. And then sometimes it will it'll show you things like if you just reach an objective or whatever the case may be. But
Yeah.
the thing with
But
Helmet Loose is you can hit.
it sounds like you have a little bit more of a skill issue. You have to remember the stratagems, boy.
That's true, but the thing with Helmet Loose is like you can press your M button and just pull up a map it whenever you want.
Yeah.
So that solves that. But yeah, actually, now that we're not being chased down by squids, let's see. Are there any talking points that we wanted to cover? I guess not. I mean, there are some if this was a normal episode, but maybe the polls on Spotify. Let me pull that up and we'll talk about that.
Yeah. Pull that up.
Let's see, Spotify. Episodes.
We could also read the major order, of course.
Oh yeah, did we talk about? Okay, I'll say this. So season 2, episode 9, the Taco Bell loadout episode, which is one of my favorite titles of an episode that we've done. Currently, the Gorilla stands at number 1 with 4 votes. So there's many others that are tied. So you guys can go to Spotify and go ahead and vote in the poll for what your favorite armor is, because the top 5 for the Taco Bell loadout, the top 5 was top 5 armors. So that was a fun top 5, fun episode. For season 2, episode 8, it was actually my second most favorite title. It's called "It's Not a Top 5 Pod," the top 5 most satisfying loadouts. Number 1 with 9 votes. So this is a strong number 1 was Teamwork. Of the most satisfying loadout is Teamwork, which kind of a cop out, but we'll take it. Number 2 had with 5 votes was the Big Boom loadout, which is a fun loadout. Number 4 was the Mobile Infantry loadout, which is a classic. Gotta love it. Then you have 2 votes for Snuff's Mines, 2 votes for Lone Wolf, 1 vote for the Medic, and 0 votes for Lasers. Nobody likes lasers on Spotify.
Mines are always there. And also, like for camo patterns and stuff for your weapons DB. Since I know you really like BDU camo.
I mean, I like BDU camo.
Yeah. And we have forest camo now. So if you haven't looked at that, you should come into the armory here and pull it up.
I sure will pretty soon. Somebody said 6 hours ago on a episode we posted last Thursday, Mr. Lizard said, "Quit stuffing around. It's time to stop the Illuminate." We also have a comment on Spotify by Reinstein, which Reinstein recently put a ship name. We're going to be reading Reinstein's ship name here in a few seconds, but he added a comment on Spotify, which was, Snuff, you seem to forget that the bot push towards Malevolon was fight. We used the DSS and her bonuses to our advantage. The fighting was hard and long, and we kept ping-ponging different
No,
planets while the
the
bots kept
fighting
coming
wasn't
again and
hard.
again. We had our stim rations halved. Some planets you had to scroll through all the modifiers, good and bad. They didn't get close to the creep because we didn't let them, not because they didn't try. Which, I'm gonna defend you. You did say that they tried at the end.
Yeah, exactly. So they did all of those things. I did not forget about all of that. So they did try, but they didn't push hard, as in amount of bots and how hard they pushed with capturing speed. So yes, we had the advantage of the DSS and all of that, and they cut down the stims and all of that as well. But the fight was still way too easy. It was not hard at all. If you think it was hard, it is purely a skill issue, and I have skill issues for you.
Okay.
So don't be
We're,
afraid.
we're,
There's nothing wrong with having a skill
all
issue.
right, we're gonna
But
pause on
it was not
flaming our
hard.
listeners and commenters. We're gonna pause on that, and I'm gonna bring another. Let's see, Coleman Russell. He commented on Spotify. He says, "I approve of the shiny savior of the free main here." So, gotta love our shiny boys. That's a fun one.
Definitely.
Also, I'm gonna say, Damo, what's your favorite armor? Drop it in the comments. I see that you're commenting. We're gonna wait on him.
Yeah.
Okay, so Reinstein also commented. He says, "I go lone wolf. Multi-purpose stratagems and weapons that reward precision and work well at range. Diligence rifle, AMR or recoilless rifle, Eagle strafing run, and another explosive strat. Hellbrawn preferred." Also, Damo, if you want to drop your favorite loadout, that would be cool too. Oh, satisfying loadout. Damo says, "Savior of the free." All right. Yeah, and then Damon, once you drop that loadout, what's your favorite loadout? You could even drop your top whatever, 2 or 3. After we do that, we'll move on to
that's him on Spotify.
Okay.
Of course it is.
Nice. Glad to know.
The shiny boys.
All right. So, do you want to cue in our segment, our last segment of the episode?
Sure, can do. And we can also talk a little bit about the event that we still have going on as well.
Oh, that's true.
After that. Yeah.
Let's do ship names.
Yeah, it's time for ship names.
We have a whole bunch of ship names because we had 3 that we didn't read from last episode. So, do you want to just read 3 and keep 3 for next episode? Or do you want to read all 6?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, let's read the ones highlighted in green.
All right.
I can start. So we have this one comes from Voxildan from Spotify. It is the SES Herald of Redemption. It seemed like a great 40k ship name. Plus, it has some irony in it. LOL. Thanks for the episode, guys. Thank you for your service.
Oh yeah, thank you for your service for sure. And I like the ship name.
It is a good ship name.
It's a very redeeming ship name.
Alright, you want to take the next one?
The next one comes in from Fortnite on Top. Comes in from Spotify comments. It is the paragon of patriotism. He hasn't given us a reason, but I do like the name.
Yeah, it's
very
a good
patriotic.
Name. And thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service.
All right, I'll take the last one. This is from Mr. Lizard. I really like that name. Mr. Lizard from the Spotify. He says, the SES Leviathan of War. Ah, the super life of a super citizen. It's truly super. Watching democracy rain from the skies like a shower of freedom, getting rid of those All those dirty socialist bots and fascist bugs. Never again to eat calamari or have any pet ants or bot accounts on super social media. No, all we need is freedom and democracy, and all they need is a super bullet of super freedom to the head. And thank you for your service, Mr. Lizard, and a wonderful, wonderful description.
Thank you for your service. Very nice description indeed.
That was fun. Let's chat about the community task for a minute or two.
Yes. So, since the new Luminous is here, I think it's time people step up and really show them what the Super Earth Special Forces is really about. Because now we really need to push them back.
Yes, and so the community challenge is like there's specific loadouts in the Discord. So if you didn't listen to the last episode, that's fine. We're not gonna blame you. But go to the Discord, go to the I think it's the events.
Community events tab.
Yeah,
underneath
there's
server
a list
and
of loadouts, and I'm gonna do that right now. So when we pull in listeners to play with us, I'm gonna do. This will be the first challenge that I've partaken in. But I really like the challenge. Definitely gonna go for it. Which loadout is your favorite so far that you've tried?
Lightbringer is definitely one of my favorites. It also depends very much on the faction you're playing against, obviously. But Lightbringer is a really good all-round class, I would say. The Artillerist is also very fun. It's a very heavy unit. You have the Dominator, you have the Ultimatum, you have the Autocannon, a bunch of barrages, and Autocannon Sentry, and Termite, so on. It's a very heavy unit, but it's a lot of fun. The Plague Doctor is for sure also one of my favorites. It's a very much a support unit, so you really want to play support for the rest of the team. It is kind of hard to play on bots, but it's also very fun to play on bots if you ask me. But it is a lot harder, just because of the gas-oriented loadout. So you have the Sterilizer as your support weapon. You have the Slugger for primary, which is fine on bots. You have the Stim Pistol. You have the Dogbred Guard Dog, which is really good on everything. But you also have to use the EMS Strike, and the EMS Strike is kind of meh, unless you really know how to use it. But it's very fun to play as support, in my opinion. But it's a class for everyone. You have 2 heavies, you have snipers, you have pyros, you have gas ones, you have arc, you have engineering, you have the captain. You have different classes, something that will fit everyone's playstyle really, and still randomize your loadout a little bit, because it's combined with things you don't usually bring with those loadouts for most people. So, yeah.
Now, is the purpose of these loadouts to be good for teamwork? So each one adds a specific addition to like the team composition?
Yeah.
Okay, exactly. Then if that's the case, then I got a bone to pick with you. Specifically,
this whole event is supposed to support the team.
Okay.
You have to be a full squad.
Then do you know which equipment that I'm referring to?
Most likely the Martyr.
The what?
We also have a class called Martyr, which is not very team oriented.
Oh, no. So I don't know about that. Maybe it's part of that, but it's a specific item I'm thinking of. It doesn't add any utility. Like the EMS mortar at least adds utility to your team. It can be very helpful to your teammates. The equipment that I'm thinking of is not helpful to any of your teammates. It's barely helpful to you. It doesn't add utility. What do you think it is?
I don't know. Because all of these bring utility. You're very wrong.
The jetpack?
Keep saying it.
The jetpack does not help your team.
No, the jetpack does help your team.
It does not help your team.
It does.
It does not help
Because
your team.
if you use it, if you listen to me, the right way to use a jetpack is not to just jump away from danger like all people do. It's there to get up in high places because you're a sniper. You're supposed to get up high and support your unit. That's why it's there. So if you use it in the correct way, it's a good support. But if you just jump away from danger, which is not the point of this event, then you're just a pussy.
Okay,
Straight up.
That is a fair point that you bring, is to get to high places.
When you're playing with a full squad like this, and this is a specialized unit, you're supposed to always think about the rest of your team. So you're not supposed to run off on your own and be on some kind of ego trip. That's not the point. You're supposed to be there to support your team. That's the whole point of this. Right. So yeah, if you use it correctly, it's a good support jump pack.
You've
calmed if you just
my
jump away.
You've come to my little thing a little bit.
I agree with you on just using the jump pack as just to get away from danger. That is
no, you calmed me a little bit, but I still maintain.
Yeah.
I still maintain not a team oriented.
No, in general, I do agree with you. So that's why I'm saying this. People need to realize how they should actually use it when playing in a full squad. So yeah. But there is definitely a pick for everyone, if you ask me.
All right. Well, I'm excited. We're definitely going to be doing that in a second. And as far as that, we're going to end off this part of... this is going to be the end of the official episode. I'm going to hit stop recording in a moment. Before I do that, let's do our call to action. So join the Discord, submit your listener stories and chip names, engage in the community challenge, vote in the Spotify poll. Let us know your top 5. We didn't have a top 5 for this episode, so let us know anything. Let us know what you think should be a top 5, I guess. Damo's done that plenty. So we have like 40 options to choose from Damo. So if you vote in the Spotify poll, leave a comment in the Spotify and tell us why you chose that answer. Don't just vote. Tell us. And with that, momentarily, we will see you on the front line.
Yeah, see you on the front line for once.
Okay. And with that, we're going to start playing with listeners. So if you're watching us on YouTube, we'll just be right back, and we'll be back with some listeners that are playing with.
same thing too.
Yeah, because like whatever class you choose, you still have to take something that you don't really use.
Turns out I was just kidding. I will be the sniper.
Should we count those down? Is everybody ready?
Yeah, we can do that.
Let's step
Do
it
you want to
on
start
one.
the stream again?
We're streaming, yeah.
All right.
All right, in 3, 2, 1. Hit that help button. We're all supposed to jump in at the same time. You ruined it. There's just one guy standing there.
What a menace.
Oh, we're on 10 too? I'd like to live dangerously, I see.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Bring a little.
Oh, wait,
The
I gotta
mortar
pull up what I
sentry.
need.
Mortar sentry. Alright, Snuff, I see what you're doing here.
What booster do you use?
Boosters is whatever you want.
I think I will bring the mobile suit here instead of the walking barrage. Actually, on 10, I don't know how long this exosuit's gonna last.
Ballistic shield. Heat. Gatling sentry and Tesla tower.
And don't worry, I will take all the screenshots for the operation.
Equipment. Okay.
Alright, so there's only 3 here, so is the 4th one up for grabs, or should I bring the walking barrage and the exosuit?
You can only switch out because you're the heavy. Yeah, you're the heavy, so you can only switch out the
Oh, the recoilless rifle, my bad, I didn't see it. That's my fault.
Yeah. So it's only
Alright.
the walking barrage that can be switched out with the exosuit.
Alright, so I got the heavy loadout.
Yeah. Everything is very specific.
I'm thinking localized confusion or the experimental.
Experimental is better. That or muscle enhancement. Alright. Fucking go!
Launch initiated.
Confusion or the experimental.
Experimental is better.
Hmm?
That or
No.
Alright. Fucking go.
This is completely different from how I've been playing the last couple days, so we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Show these alien invaders no mercy.
100 meters. Throwing supply beacon. Requesting TAC. Calling down a sentry.
Deploying sentry.
Illuminator, northwest. 100 meters.
Alright, cool. The walking barrage blew up one of the gunships. I was gonna be disappointed if it didn't just kill any of them.
I shot the shield off of it.
Oh, there we go. Got another one.
Yeah.
New mag.
Mortar's not doing much though.
Requesting orbital. Outpost destroyed.
Oh, that Gatling sentry got me. We're off to a good start here, boys.
Hell yeah.
Calling down a sentry. Activating jump pad.
Alright, they have reinforcements coming in. Air burst incoming.
It's entering the back corner there. Snuff.
Yep, I see it.
I'm out. Fire in the hole. Have a taste of democracy. Illuminate.
There's somebody's shield backpack over here.
Oh yeah. I just realized I don't have a shield back.
It's over here on the ground.
Oh, there's raging runs incoming.
That Tesla tower get you?
Oh, that's my Tesla tower. I'm an idiot.
Let's try to move into the city.
Democracy has
Well, now the mortar wants to shoot at us.
requesting advanced weaponry. Deploying support weapon. I'm out.
Calling in orbital strike.
Calling in orbital strike.
Calling in reinforcements. Join the fray. New mag. Requesting sentry.
Requesting sentry.
Come on, DB. Don't get stuck back there.
I'm going for my ballistic shield. I died to my own Tesla tower twice.
Orbital inbound.
Actually, I'm going for my E's too. Oh, where is my
Orbital inbound. Calling in orbital strike.
I sat there and ran from that guy for about 4 minutes and turned around and shot him once and he died.
Ow.
Hell yeah.
Any objections to me calling in supplies over here?
No, call it in if you need them.
Requesting backpack. Calling down a support weapon.
Sending in an eagle.
Oh gosh. Oh, there are the supplies. So with this loadout, if there's a machine gun on the ground, can I pick that up or
Yeah,
only
you
use
can
what-
use any environmental stuff.
New mag. Mag's empty.
Oh Lord.
Requesting sentry. Requesting advanced weaponry. Calling down a sentry. Helldiver.
Alright, where is this Super Earth flag at we need to raise?
Way to the south.
Calling in reinforcements.
Requesting orbital strike.
Jeez, there's so many of them.
Helldivers,
Yeah.
reporting to the front. Requesting advanced weaponry. Sending in an eagle. Dropping a pin, south, 200 meters.
Oh, that's Jeep didn't work out very well, gun war. I'm sorry, bro.
Alright.
Quick!
Reinforcing.
You know, the problem is there's not enough gas mines here.
Orbital inbound. Like to chase all freedom! Checking location. South. How about a nice cup of liberty?
Oh, flamethrower.
Requesting orbital.
Toss the walking barrage behind us.
Sending in an eagle.
I'm gonna toss a galling to your side.
Feel I can recoil with War of the Worlds Walker here.
Calling down a support weapon.
Watch out for the galling.
Requesting sentry. Deploying sentry. Requesting orbital.
got the other one.
Calling down a sentry. New back. Hellfire on. Clear the area. Tagging map. West. 100 meters. Illuminate. Southwest. 100 meters.
What's the range on these mortars?
Our mortars?
Yeah.
Squid outpost spotted.
Is it like 150 meters or something?
Calling in orbital strike. That's called democracy. Throwing supply
That's the
beacon.
tower there. Enemy
Yeah,
does the
see,
tower.
Calling down a
see if I can hit with a grenade. Alright,
Easy.
that's the tower's closed.
And one back here if you need that one.
Say hello.
There's another one over here.
Requesting advanced weaponry. Heavy. Southwest. Look.
I'll see if I can record this one real quick. Or I'll get swarmed from the other side.
Calling in reinforcements.
There's another one behind you.
First one should.
North. Ready to liberate.
A little bit of ammo over here if you need one. There's one crate.
Throwing grenade.
Watch out behind you there, DB. There's one of those flesh mobs.
Requesting air support.
Calling down a
Right,
support
here.
weapon. Requesting sentry.
Hey, this breaker eats through some freaking ammo, man.
Yeah. For sure. We have one ship here. I don't have any grenades left for it.
How am I leaving the mission area if I'm still being swarmed?
I'm out. For prosperity.
Southeast. 200 meters.
New mag. Never die.
Orbital inbound.
Heads up! Heads up!
Alright, anybody want some supplies?
I really need those. Need a supply drop.
Helldiver reporting to the front. Requesting sentry. Requesting advanced weaponry.
Calling in orbital strike.
Squid! Calling down a sentry.
Sending down sentry.
Reloading.
Requesting sentry.
You will never destroy our way of life.
Made a hole in the wall for you.
Nice.
Marking location. Southwest.
Reloading.
Illuminate. South. Close.
I'm gonna throw a walking barrage.
Calling in support. Requesting orbital strike. Fire in the hole. Calling down a support weapon.
I'm gonna panic throw a walking barrage. I'm gonna back up here, Snuff.
Yep.
Don't have jetpackers on you there?
Jesus Christ.
Sentry.
I turned around and immediately saw what you were talking about. I guess the easiest solution is to just shoot them instead of run away from them.
A lot of the time.
Ammo over here, Snuff.
I don't need ammo, I need stim. Barely need ammo for this loadout.
What are you running?
Yeah. Sickle, dagger, and arc thrower.
That laser cannon tears up those flesh mobs.
Snuff, if you need stims, they're over here on the objective. Next to the ammo.
Yeah, nice.
That's called democracy.
In my mind, I saw that looking a lot cooler. I tried to use the recoilless to shoot an explosive arrow, and it just basically bounced off that dude.
New mag. Found something.
Actually, a lot of stims up here. 3 whole packs.
I couldn't get her in time, so I just had to call in.
Oh no.
Calling in reinforcements.
Is that the knight you're using?
The what did you say?
The knight?
No, I don't use the knife in this one.
Fire in the hole.
There's a ballistic shield and something.
Oh, the one DB is using is the defender.
Oh, okay.
Have a taste of democracy.
I didn't choose the knight because that's the one you get in the Super Citizen DLC.
Requesting advanced weaponry.
So you don't have to buy anything. Just real money.
Oh, come on, jump.
Freedom marches on. Thanks to you. You may proceed to extraction. Tagging map. Northeast. Far.
Shout out to you guys for raising the flag, because I just been over here running for my life. See what this shiny gold thing is over here real quick.
Found something. That's called democracy.
Calling in
Ooh,
orbital
medals.
strike.
One single Warbomb medal.
Hell yeah.
Better than none.
For prosperity.
I went in yesterday and bought a bunch of stuff that I had forgotten about in that the Western War Bond, and then completely forgot that the other one was coming out tomorrow. So a little behind now.
Calling down a support weapon.
That's fine. You earn medals back very quickly.
Oh yeah. Have you heard anything about them changing the way the operations worked, where instead of a whole operation progressing
Yeah.
the Galactic War, it's each individual mission?
Yeah. And then you get a added bonus when you do all three.
Extraction is available.
Or they
Is that
changed
their-
That's good.
That's their counter to the bug divers not doing the MOs.
Yep. You couldn't have said it better.
Got rocked.
It's like I was saying yesterday, if you add up all the kills I've got with the strafing run, it'd be really wrong for me to complain about them having.
Sending in an eagle.
Joining the fray.
Orbital inbound. Calling down a sentry. Calling in a hell bomb.
Calling down a sentry.
Oh my god. That's a clip. I turned the ray red as it exploded though.
If anyone blows up 3 times, it has nothing to do with my mortar, I promise.
Engaging terminal. Hell bomb arm. Clear the area.
Requesting sentry.
Requesting orbital.
I just almost ran headfirst into a hell bomb.
Oh, that would be a clip.
Acquired.
I just clipped it. Well, I didn't clip it, but I recorded the hell bomb going up.
Extraction is available.
Acquired. Dropping package.
Squids.
What difficulty is this?
Package acquired.
10, I think.
Backpack inbound.
They're coming from the southwest. Holy crap. Yeah, they really don't want us to activate this artillery.
Calling down
Oof.
supply.
Guess I could have put the explosives in instead of the static field and the smoke.
That's right. It doesn't matter that
Pick up
much.
the terminal.
Extraction is available.
Calling down a support weapon.
We'll throw a mortar right by the artillery just for dramatic effect.
Package acquired. Dropping package.
I think we're done with everything.
I'm gonna get us out of here.
Yeah, just call us in.
Enemy patrol, northeast.
Big patrol coming that way.
Minutes remaining.
A bunch of gunships on the artillery as well, or dropships.
Calling down a sentry. Requesting. New mag.
T-minus 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
Requesting advanced weaponry.
Aren't you supposed to be using a railgun, Gedfor?
Yeah, I found a machine gun that seems to work pretty well.
Yeah. The railgun's pretty shit against the limits.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. I did bring one just in case.
Calling down a support weapon.
I'm out.
Excuse me.
There, have some smoke. Totally helps.
ETA T-minus 1 minute 30 seconds.
Throwing supply beacon.
Throwing supply beacon.
What's this damn guy doing up there?
Yeah, I definitely thought we were at the extraction. Turns out just a random base.
Yeah, no, you're not close yet.
I threw the supplies, that's my fault. I turned around and didn't realize we weren't on it.
T-minus 1 minute.
For prosperity. New. High life for super. Get some. Get some. Calling down a sentry.
ETA T-minus 30 seconds.
Calling down a support
ETA
weapon.
T-minus 20 seconds. ETA T-minus 10 seconds. Clear landing zone.
Requesting jetpack.
Pelican 1 approaching pickup.
That's empty.
Requesting air support.
For prosperity.
Calling in orbital strike.
Requesting sentry.
Orbital inbound.
Orbital strike.
Marking extraction.
Alright, let's get out of here.
Pelican 1 preparing to depart.
We did it, boys.
Budget depleted. Extraction complete. Soldier 1 beginning ascent.
Liberty triumphs again.
Victory was never in doubt.
Never in doubt.
Now we do need to do 2 more because we need to complete the whole operation for the event to count.
Do we have to keep the same loadout?
No, you can switch loadout.
Not gonna lie, I picked up a stalwart for about half that match. And I really, really liked it better than the eat.
Yeah, I
Forward
don't
machine
think,
gun are nasty.
I don't think the sniper is the right loadout for this game.
No, you don't think so?
No, not really. On bot side though, it's really good.
I was having a little trouble with wave clear with this little defender. It's not horrible.
Yeah. It's not
470,
bad.
that sniper
Like-
must have worked out pretty well.
Yeah, but I have a Gatling
Yeah.
gun.
Collecting so many samples.
Like mine is really rough because you don't have anything for the heavies.
Oh, weapon progression. Oh, ooh,
Oh,
nice.
Oh,
Level
alright.
5.
Alright.
Where do I mess with? Do I? Oh, here.
The armory,
Customize.
yeah.
A red dot tube.
I want a bicycle.
Laser sight.
I'll be back in 1 second, boys.
Yeah, no worries.
Ergonomics. Vertical recoil.
Let's see what other roles we got.
I mean, the captain loadout is probably honestly really good for this.
Yeah, I was thinking about that, but I wasn't sure if anyone was going to do it. I could do captain, that's fine. Liberator's great, machine gun's great, frags are great.
So you can't customize pistols yet?
Not
No,
yet.
Only primaries.
Yeah, they've mentioned wanting to do secondaries and supports.
Yeah.
Alright, let me look at these loadouts, see where the options are.
Anyone interested in the heavy loadout?
Nah.
Yeah, I'll just really get in.
Is anybody else doing the pyro?
Helldivers to Hellpods.
No one's doing the pyro right now, so that's
Okay.
what's up.
Hellpods.
I think I'm gonna switch over to pyro, so somebody can take the engineer. Wait, I have to take the plasma scorcher, or I can take the torture?
The pyro is the scorcher.
What is that? I don't see it. Do I have
It's
one?
the plasma full auto.
Oh, is that the one I don't like? Yeah. Dang.
No, that you don't like the purifier. Scorcher is the one you get from the Helldivers Mobilized Warbond, the free Warbond.
I have it. Oh, they look the same. That's why I thought.
Yeah, they look almost the same. Yeah.
Dang it! I want to use the flamer, the torture. I mean. Okay, I'll still do this though, because I haven't tried the crisp route. I just unlocked. Incendiary grenade. I can't use the incendiary
Yeah.
impact.
No, it has to be the regular ones.
Dang it. Okay. Wait, armor?
It is only what is listed. Nothing else.
Any armor with inflammable.
Yeah.
Is there a red helmet? That one's ugly.
I'll just go grab a drink while you figure it out. You have to go through a bunch of things you never used now, DB.
Yeah. I'm trying to find a red helmet that looks good with this armor.
What armor are you running?
The red one. I'll
Which-
look at my for a second.
Oh yeah, the red flame armor.
There's nothing in the superstore. The gorilla. That's the one people like.
Because I think for the red flame armor, there's like a black and red helmet, I believe.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't like that helmet either.
Could do drone master. No, that's orange. Could do enforcer. Combat technician almost works. Kodiak almost works. Whatever. My current helmet at least has some red in it.
Alright.
Dude, I really want to use the torture, the flamer, whatever it's called. I don't want to
Well,
use
you
this.
can't.
The flamer is actually, well, I don't know what it's called, but it's fun.
It's called a torture. Let's see here. Let's probably take this out.
See, why you gotta make a pyro class where it's not a flamethrower as a primary?
To make it harder for people.
Firing a bolt of superheated gas. That's not a flamethrower. Alright, let's see. Pyro. Let's see. Eagle Napalm.
Should we try the mech out this time or the walking barrage?
You can try the mech if you want. That's all up to
Rocket
you.
Sentry.
Which one is it? It's the rocket machine gun mech, right? The 45.
Yeah, it's very specific on these ones. So I think regular heavy is the Patriot suit, if I remember correctly.
Let me double check real quick.
Yeah, you get the XO45 Patriot. That's the one with rockets and machine gun.
Snuff, I really, really want to use the flamer, the torture. It's so
I mean, to be fair, I don't
fun.
really need to take screenshots actually because we're recording this, aren't we? For the YouTube?
Yeah, no, I'm not recording, but we're live. But it'll be on
Yeah,
YouTube. I
yeah,
recorded
exactly.
the initial episode
saved.
and I stopped. But we are streaming
Yeah.
still.
This is.
But this will be saved on YouTube, won't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't need to take the screenshots then.
That's true.
Save a teeny weeny bit of
Storage.
kilobytes. And I would
Man.
say the scorcher fits the pyro because it is superheated gas, so it is technically a heat stuff. And you will be glad that you have some kind of range.
But I really want the torture.
I know you do. Diamond Man,
Daimo's witnessing. Daimo says sounds dumb.
maybe I'll go martyr on the last round of this operation.
All the galaxy looks to you for salvation. Let nothing stand in the way of liberty.
Calling down slide.
Let's hit this research center and this big base right
Wait,
away.
what weapon
Get
am I
rid of
using
them.
and how do I use it?
So what weapon you're using and how do you
Scorcher?
use it?
How do I use it? Yeah.
The Scorcher
Point
is a
in
full
full.
auto plasma rifle.
Do I hold it
Yeah.
and then let go?
No, you don't have to let go. Should have different modes, I think. Been a while since I
What
used.
world is this fire?
New mag.
I can do auto.
Alright, let's get rid of this.
100 meters. Mag's empty.
Excellent. I could probably
Shit.
snipe them from here if I take out the shield here, like Nancy.
Get a little higher so you can see it. Whiffed.
Oh.
Canister's empty.
Or if my guard dog kills you, it's currently doing a world tour.
Thing blew my head clean off.
Canister's empty.
I'm really enjoying this loadout. Except for the Scorcher. I want the flavor.
You don't need the torture when you have the flamethrower and crisper.
Yeah, that's true.
Not until you can go akimbo.
Dude, a Kimbo Crisper would be so sick.
Canister's empty.
Found something.
The stalwart over here if you want to pick that up again, man.
No, I got the flamethrower. It's my primary I don't want.
I feel like I don't want to drop the recoilless for the
Here.
stalwart.
No, recoilless is yeah, recoilless is
Advocate
really
the
good.
democracy.
Yeah, it's just not the best for Illuminus. That's all, you just need someone to take down the shields. And then that is very good.
New mag.
Some ammo and grenades over here.
keep the shield down. Watch out.
Maybe it's time for the mech.
Point me to the enemy.
Have some smoke for cinematic effects.
Enemy and an eagle. Requesting air support. New mag. How'd you like to taste of freedom? Sending in an eagle. Canister's empty. New canister.
Fire.
My arm!
Why is the fire so good? So good.
Orbital inbound.
Oof.
Reinforcing. Heavy. Stop. 50 meters. Heavy. West. Close.
Package acquired.
Requesting air support. Requesting air support.
Dropping package.
This is a terrible place to land, right in the middle of this napalm barrage.
Package
Acquired.
Hey, you feel if you chose more of a correct loadout now, Gunnar?
requesting orbital.
Maybe. I'm playing the exact same way as I was earlier.
Exactly. You were basically playing this earlier.
Yeah, but that diligence though didn't help.
Dropping a pin. Northwest.
No,
100
it doesn't. And the fact that it's the regular diligence as well and not the counter one.
Found something. Dropping package.
Can I try to snipe you?
Package acquired.
Canister's empty.
This man over here, I don't know if you need any of it.
No, not really.
Last reload.
Dropping package.
Requesting orbital strike.
Did we call an ammo?
Okay, it's going in.
Calling down supplies. Package acquired.
Where's this black box going?
All the way across the city.
South. On my position. Sending in an eagle. 300 meters.
think I'm stuck in a building.
Yeah.
Requesting air support.
Calling in reinforcements.
Tagging map. Southwest. 200 meters. Found something!
He just pooped his pants, according to Daniel. I saw also Daniel said we were saying his name wrong.
We were what?
Right outpost spotted.
Apparently we were saying his name wrong.
What's
I
his
still
name?
not sure how to say it. It
Damo
was some
Diamond?
kind of like, it was like Dame Yo or something. So I say that in the Discord a while back.
I gotta read some of his comments here. Let's see. Let's go, man. Almost LL sounds dumb. DB just pooped his pants. Close dodge.
Dropping package. Calling in orbital strike.
I love the flamethrower.
Oh, well, where's my damn recoilless?
Requesting advanced weaponry. Sending in an evo.
Alright, on full auto, this Scorcher is pretty good.
Yeah, but it's no purifier.
It's no
Oh, I
flamer.
missed.
Go, democracy!
It's no 066 flamer.
Canister's empty.
Requesting air support.
Oh shit, don't go up there. Up there by the console, there's like freaking 5 of those dudes with the clubs.
Quit! Requesting advanced weaponry.
I just killed myself.
2 seconds I'll call you in. Just destroying this.
Killed myself.
Reinforcing.
Just wanted to destroy it while I still had the chance.
His name is Daimyo.
Daimyo. Okay.
Daimyo.
Why you write it like that then?
We should bully him for spelling his name wrong.
Yeah.
Requesting sentry.
Oh, shit. DB, do you have anything for this ship? I don't have any grenades left.
Where you at?
I got a recoilless. I'll
Wait, where's my shit at?
knock this shield down. I'll recoilless it real quick.
Northwest.
Maybe the mortar will hit it.
Engage. I'll take it. Freedom
Man, these freaking flesh things are.
Big tip, aim for the feet.
Defeat.
Yeah, if you take down his legs, he's easy to kill.
Oh, no kidding. It does take off his legs. Information would have been useful a match ago.
Once you get both legs, you just shoot him in the balls, and he goes down pretty fast. But yeah, that one is destroyed.
I got a grenade in that ship. Didn't work, obviously.
I'm gonna die here probably. Yep.
sending in an eagle.
Orbital inbound.
Canister's empty.
And you can also take down the faces on the flash mob as well.
Requesting air support.
Unleashing democracy.
New bag.
Leave me alone.
But yeah, they're definitely bullet sponges. That's for sure.
Or flame sponges.
Canister's empty.
I'm just gonna call this game flamethrowers too. No.
Yeah, after that one match we had with
Sending in an eagle.
with the gas load as we did, you've been addicted to play. Alright, time to get to the last base and then we're out of here.
No, I'm dead. Oof. Terrible time to run out of
now,
stems.
McNasty. You need the stems, and you shall receive some way or another.
Last reload. Calling down a sentry. Democracy needs me. Quit! That's called democracy. Requesting orbital.
Reinforcing. Ready to liberate.
I'm still gonna call you Damo, even though you say it's Daimyo.
He sits in the nose. He
I know
said,
I'm a mean.
Message restricted.
I know I know I'm an asshole.
It's from Japanese culture, meaning great lord of the land for the time. It's also in Star Wars, Jabba was the daimyo, and that book was that.
I need to remember that this thing only has freaking 13 rockets.
Okay, or McNasty, are you in a walker, in a mech?
I was, and it was immediately blown up.
Okay, somebody just walked over me.
Oh, that's my bad, man. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine, you just walked backwards.
Request approved. Reinforcements have been launched.
I lost ship over there.
Lord. See what I can land on.
Requesting sentry.
I'm done for some cinematics.
Requesting air support.
Oh, there's artillery. Get this base first though.
Have a taste of democracy. Requesting sentry. Last reload.
Outpost destroyed.
Sending in an eagle.
Extraction is available.
Canister's empty.
Dropping package. Package acquired.
Sending in an eagle. Out of ammo.
Package acquired.
Calling in reinforcements. Heavy. Northwest.
You sure you're human, Damo? Who knows? Maybe you're not.
Elements have been launched. Dropping package.
Helldivers never die.
Oh, instantly get shot by a mortar.
Canister's empty. How would you like to taste of freedom? Package acquired. Dropping package. Calling down a support weapon.
Requesting air support.
Doing supply beacon.
Requesting
There you go, Nor. Have some smoke.
Package acquired. Dropping package.
Hell yeah, dude. No, they can't see me for sure.
I got the terminal.
It actually works pretty well on them.
Oh no, they're still coming.
Oh yeah, I missed the smoke. Most of the smoke is not where they are.
Sending in an eagle.
tagging map. West. 300 meters.
Supplies. Freedom never sleeps. Requesting air support. Calling down a sentry.
Jeez.
Orbital inbound.
Man, this orbital rail cannon needs to be about 40 seconds shorter of a cooldown.
Wouldn't that be nice?
This rocket sentry gets killed so quickly. I mean, so quickly every time.
Yeah, if that isn't placed like in the perfect spot, it gets deleted.
Joining the fray.
It's like crazy how fast.
New mag.
Calling extract.
Calling down a sentry. Extraction request confirmed. Shuttle inbound.
How many of those damn things are there?
Reinforcing. Heavy. East.
You can land on it.
Heavy. East. 15. Nice empty.
Yeah, I'm reloading my recoilless.
Out of ammo. Fire in the hole.
ETA T-minus 2 minutes.
Sending in an eagle. Requesting assist. Orbital inbound.
ETA T-minus 1 minute 30 seconds.
Requesting air support. Canisters empty.
Supplies.
Requesting air support. Ah! Injury? What injury?
ETA T-minus 1 minute.
Now that's what I call liberty. Canisters empty. Throwing grenade.
ETA T-minus 30 seconds.
Canisters empty.
ETA T-minus 20 seconds.
Supplies.
ETA T-minus 10 seconds. Clear landing zone.
This is Pelican 1. I have visual on the extraction zone. Pelican 1, landing in progress.
Sending in an eagle.
Delivering payload.
Marking location. Marking extraction point.
Eagle 1 returning to
Requesting
the
Countdown initiated. Stand by for takeoff.
Reinforcement budget depleted.
Heads empty.
Extraction complete. Pelican 1 beginning ascent.
Democracy prevails once more.
What are you streaming on?
It's being streamed to YouTube.
On the Super Earth podcast?
Yeah. We'll probably do a little bit more streaming once we get it going a little bit more. We're only doing this like a special one, but just because of the Illuminate drop.
Want that the Superstore armor that's coming out tomorrow?
There's nothing sweet.
Oh hell yeah, dude.
It looks sick.
The hell drip is real on that one.
Oh yeah, it is. 135 kills. That's embarrassing. Oof. DB.
You're
with a
really running
flame.
the heavy. Every class has its ups and downs. The heavy isn't made for mob clearing.
1,300 shots.
500 kills.
Mission coordinates locked. Hellpods primed. Engaging orbital
I
thrusters.
guess I'll switch mine to the Martyr, I guess. I'll do shiny, just for Bacon since he's not here. I'll go to super shiny, the model citizen one.
Did you guys record an episode today?
Yeah.
We live streamed it.
What did you guys talk about today?
Just the update.
Yeah, just a short one on the update.
Really short one.
Fuck me. I forgot I need to run the Constitution.
Such a good gun, dude.
I mean, it's not a bad gun. Just not very good on illuminates. Definitely going with axe. And use smoke grenade as well.
Look at you moving your mouse around. Must be nice.
Yoink. That's my help bot. Shane McNeil. Wow, that McNasty sure is good.
Hellpod launch initiated.
Somebody door over here.
Go now and shoot you fall. Remember this. Every day is a good day to die for democracy.
Calling down supplies.
Sending down equipment package.
He's just like a charger, just run around in circles.
Not today!
Time for me to run into that base with my hell ball.
Alright, looks like you got an E-tool, rec slips, more rec slips,
You mean
and
chat
super credits.
slips?
Chad slips, you said?
Yeah.
Objective located. West.
Requesting sentry.
Yeah, I'm not going that way.
Requesting advanced weaponry. Found something.
Outpost cleared.
What years were you in the Army there, DB?
2010, 2014.
You were in for 14 years?
2010 to 2014?
Oh,
4
I thought you
years?
said for some. Oh, my bad. I was thinking 2024. That's my fault.
Almost the same. Same, but different.
You can go ahead and edit that out of the live stream. I was in the Marine Corps. They never taught us the math.
Wait, what year were you in the Marine Corps?
2011 to 2016.
How many crayons did you get
Yeah,
supplied?
how many rounds did you use? No. No, what was your...
What did
What was your job?
I was in the infantry, man. 0311.
0311, hell yeah.
It's the Nick Nasty 0311.
Oh yeah, yeah, I was 11 Bravo. Now in the Marines, don't you have a different MOS for a machine gunner?
I mean, it's the same as like, you know how like 11 Bravo is like the basic infantry bin. There's like 11 Charlie or 11 whatever the fuck the
Well,
mortarman.
11 Charlie is mortarman. So for our machine guns, it's all 11 Bravo.
Yeah, the Marine Corps has it. It's different. It's like 0331 is machine gunners, 41 is the mortars, 11 is the regular infantryman, then like 52 are like the assaultmen and shit.
See, but that's funny to me because in the Army infantry, like you cross train on everything.
Yeah, I mean we cross trained on pretty much everything too. They just had like the machine gunners kind of specialized in it.
Yeah, I wonder. But everybody, I mean, like, okay, hold on. When you were in, you didn't have the 249, did you?
Yeah, we did.
You did? I thought you guys had the 27.
No, they put that in, and I think they have since phased the Sols out, but they yeah, I think there was one Sol per squad, and then like one IAR per fire team. But now I'm pretty sure they have they've just given everybody an IAR to carry around.
Oh, really?
That M27. Yeah.
So you had 2 IARs per squad.
3 of them, I believe.
Joining the fray.
But now everybody has. I mean, they're literally just full auto M4s. Is basically all they are.
Yeah. Well, and yeah, in the infantry, I mean, not in the Army infantry, it's like your most casually producing weapon in a squad is the machine gun. So everybody's trained on it because if it goes down, you gotta get it back up as fast as possible.
I mean, the way they did it though is like like each company had a weapons platoon, and then they would break the weapons platoon up and like attach them to squads and shit. So they were like.
So they were detachment instead of being in the like squad. Well, how long?
Pretty much.
How long would you be attached to a squad for?
Just whenever we were in the field and shit.
So
whenever we're out doing something, they come with us, and then.
So you weren't
the rest
together
of them do our own
in
thing.
like the company area?
Oh yeah, we were. Like they were in our company. There was like a weapons platoon in our company, and then there was a weapons company.
Well, I want to say, well, we had a weapons squad, which really just meant they had 2 240 Bravos.
Sending in an eagle.
I mean, that's basically what ours were. Like the weapons platoon wasn't just the machine gunners. It was like the machine gunners, the mortarmen, the assaultmen.
Yeah, that's so interesting. And I guess weapons squad, like in theory, they would get a javelin. But they would have, 2. They're basically a normal squad, except for they had an assistant gunner and a gunner, as opposed to like a grenadier. But I mean, honestly, did you deploy?
Nowhere exciting.
Because when you deployed, I mean, everything got fucked up. But you know, a platoon, you're supposed to have 44 dudes in the army. You're supposed to have like 4 squads. One's a weapon squad and then 3 rifle squads. And then we didn't even have that. We had like 2 squads or 1.5 squads and a weapon squad. And then when we deployed, we lost a squad. So it was literally 1 squad, 1 rifle squad, 1 weapon squad.
Where did you deploy to?
Afghanistan.
Where about?
Logar province, Rocky, bro.
Nice.
But
How was that?
It was the deadliest place on Earth at that time. So
Well, now the deadliest place on Earth is right here with these goddamn squids.
probably Ukraine right now, or
This isn't on Earth. It's on Windows Harbor.
but yeah, if you remember, there was a Snuff that went down with 30 SEALs. That was like 8 or 9 clicks away from one of our positions that we had. Like
Was it in eastern Afghanistan?
Yeah, it was RC.
Like up in the mountains and shit? The Hindu Kush?
This would have been not Operation Red Wing. This would have been Extortion 17.
Mm.
So not the lone survivor guy, because that was before my time.
I want to say my unit deployed over there in 2010, I think, in that same area.
Marja? Did they go Marja? Where'd they go?
Don't give me a line to
I'm
you.
gonna say it was Marja. What unit was it?
3rd Marines.
I think it was Marja. It was 2009. There's like a movie about it.
Southwest. Calling down a sentry.
Spread outpost spotted.
I just realized that I've been just like aimlessly running around in circles this whole time we've been talking. What are we doing right now, boys? Watch out for that Tesla tower.
Yeah, I don't have anything for it. Do you have a grenade for it?
I have a recoilless for it.
That works. There's no such thing as overkill.
Sending in an eagle.
Elbow arm. Clear the area.
Delivering payload.
You know, it never occurred to me that you could just drop that backpack.
So you said you deployed, but not to anywhere exciting. Where'd you deploy?
We went all over the Pacific. Like, we went to Okinawa, Guam, the Philippines, and all over mainland Japan, Korea, and shit like that. Just Asian countries.
Like as a deployment?
It's called a unit deployment program. It's not a combat deployment, obviously. It's like similar to a MU, if you're familiar with those are.
I don't even hear what you said. Similar to a what?
A MU. Do you know what a MU is? So basically what they'll do is they'll put you on a boat for 6 months or 7 months, and then you just sail around and go wherever the UP is the same thing, but instead of being on a boat, you're
Must be Marine thing.
like yeah, stationed in Japan or Okinawa.
Japan is such a sick state.
Anyone got something for this ship?
I have a recoilless for this ship.
Yeah, because I don't have any grenades that can take it out.
I am making my way your direction.
Requesting air support.
Yeah, I got pretty lucky with my deployments, man. I was stationed in Hawaii, and then I got to go all over the Pacific, and was basically in tropical islands the entire time I was in.
Excellent.
Southeast, 200 meters.
Engaging terminal.
Calling in orbital strike.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought there was a freaking Hulk behind me for a second. That flamethrower, I was like, oh shit.
Calling down a support weapon.
Oh, man, the act is so good now after update. They made the melee weapons even better.
And that new Warbond has a freaking saber too, that's badass.
Throwing supply beacon.
I don't know how well it would fare against the flesh mob, but
How does the hatchet fare against the flesh mob?
no idea. Because the problem with that is that it flails its arm so much, so it's kind of hard to get in there.
You just gotta cut them off, Snuff, don't be scared.
Cut off arms.
I'm not scared. I just haven't had a chance to do it yet.
Illuminate north.
There goes one right there.
I'm following you, Snuff. I got a recoilless just in case it goes south.
I just stim and go in.
Landing in an eagle. West.
Fat bastard. Man, he's playing arms. It's not the best for it. It's it's such a sponge.
Of course, I'm the one that died watching you do it.
Of course. Oh, I got it.
At what cost?
It was for a good cause.
Ready to liberate.
I take it back, you're not scared.
Calling down a support weapon.
Requesting orbital.
Research is important, you know.
Requesting air support.
It did cost a lot of stims though. I used all my stims on that.
Request approved. Reinforcements on the way.
44 kills with that.
That Eagle Cluster Strike, I think, is probably one of the best against these hordes of voteless.
Yeah, the cluster bomb strike is really good.
Let me know if you see an entrenchment tool on the ground. You've got me curious how that will do against these guys.
It's basically the same as the axe. Because the update for it counted for the entrenchment tool as well.
These guys picked the worst possible route to run to get to that shuttle.
Yeah. Nothing new.
The real question is why can't we get on the shuttle with them?
their shuttle probably goes somewhere else. I would think. Because I doubt they will be sent to the Super Destroyer.
We'll recruit them. We'll conscript them
Yeah.
to the Helldivers.
Yeah,
Did
maybe
you see that the second worker on the ship that you can talk to got sent to professional development? Have you noticed she's not on the ship anymore, and that
see.
that other woman will sit there and say, "Oh, if you're wondering where she's at professional development training. It's standard procedure." Just thinking to eat a flamethrower and a recoilless point blank to the back of the head. Alright, we're done.
Last reload.
Is there supplies up there? No, I'll just run.
Calling down supplies.
Also, somebody wants a flamethrower.
We've got equipment.
Oh Jesus, look at that.
Northeast. Requesting air support.
Oh man. Did you call those supplies in?
Yeah, I called in supplies. They're back for the first one now.
Wait!
Supplies, southwest.
Requesting sentry. How about a nice cup of liberty?
Orbital inbound.
Sending in an eagle. Say hello to democracy. Canister's empty.
Mission at 20 minutes remaining.
Sending in an eagle.
Leave me alone. I haven't seen the anti-air on here, have they?
No, there is no SAM size. I haven't seen
Is that
a
just
single
because
one after update. We have one more base. Do you want to get it?
North, 300 meters. Requesting orbital strike. Requesting cat pack. Requesting orbital.
Requesting air support.
I'll call this in while you guys are going over there.
Mhm.
You need a recoilless for the road?
M3, you got a shit ton of bad guys coming to you.
Let them come.
Extraction shuttle inbound.
Oh shit!
Orbital inbound.
So can we pick up weapons that other people have dropped?
I mean, the point is to only use environmental and what you brought in.
Alright, fair enough.
There is no rule against it.
Alright, I'll stick with this, the end of the third mission anyway.
T-minus 2 minutes 30 seconds.
Calling down a sentry.
ETA T-minus 2 minutes.
Brave.
No, the Illuminus does not have any head or egg or something like that yet.
ETA T-minus 1 minute and 30 seconds.
Requesting advanced weaponry. Requesting advanced weaponry.
Machine gun.
Request approved. Reinforcements have been launched. ETA
Throwing
T-minus 1
supply
minute.
beacon.
I dropped some samples earlier over here. I'll go grab them real
Starting
quick.
rotation.
I never
Hold position.
checked. Okay, so you know how we were supposed to play with people on the Discord? We never rotated anybody out.
I haven't gotten any messages for it yet.
Okay, well, there's only, I guess there's Vega and Krabicus. They might not care. They
Yeah,
might-
I think they're playing on
ETA T-minus 30 seconds.
and also if we're doing the special forces, you have to do ultra missions.
ETA T-minus
Yeah,
20
what is the
seconds.
last thing?
Requesting orbital.
ETA T-minus 10 seconds. Clear landing zone. This is Pelican 1. I have visual on the extraction zone. This is Pelican 1, preparing for touchdown.
Marking extraction.
I get in.
Pretty quiet extraction.
Yeah.
Countdown initiated. Stand by for takeoff. Reinforcement budget depleted.
Clear the area.
Extraction complete. Pelican 1 beginning assist.
Someone died.
I need to try to remember to hit numpad or numlock so that the stream is more beautiful at times without all the HUD.
Yeah, we'll figure it out for next time.
I went AFK there for a second to check the stream, and I left it on such a beautiful. I came back and it was like, this game is really pretty at times.
I still don't understand why they make cities on planets with meteor storms.
Yeah. And also the planets with acid rain.
Right? Fire
And
tornadoes.
constant volcano eruptions.
Also, I think I know my perfect Illuminate loadout. Maybe not stratagem wise, but I think I want to, or I haven't tried it out yet. But I think the
Is it?
Flamer the 066 flamer, and then the stalwart, and then this little crisper as a sidearm.
I was about
Just
to ask
for
you if it
everyone
was
to know.
torch or crisper and flamethrower.
Just for everyone to know,
I don't care.
DB has never varied his loadout this much before.
Well, first of all, when I first started playing with you, I had never used the laser cannon. And then you showed me the laser cannon, and I started using it, and you got mad at me for using the laser cannon. But, nah, yeah, I'm having fun. I really like fire. Like I said, man, this is flamethrower.
Man, the
too, not
constitution
Helldivers.
looks so good in the desert camo.
There's a desert camo?
Yeah. There's Arctic camo, desert camo, forest camo, urban camo, Venus, and night.
Wait, I want to see. Can you want to stream?
You can just go into the armory and see.
Oh, you can see it? Okay.
Yeah, you can preview everything. Even if you haven't unlocked it.
Customize. Oh, it does look good in the desert.
Yeah.
Desert. Urban's not bad. Desert is definitely the way to go.
I like how it has a recoil sim too. That's a pretty badass thing to put in here.
Mm-hmm.
What is that? What'd you say?
Like a recoil, like it when you're putting on the weapons attachment, it has the a recoil sim to tell you like how the attachments will affect. Like if you have I have the breaker, for example, and it's showing the spread on the breaker.
Mm. Okay, I'm gonna go AFK for a minute. Do you want to see if anybody else wants to play, or?
Yeah, I can drop a little LFG and see if someone wants to be switched out.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah,
we
I gotta
gotta-
hop out.
before we stop streaming, I think do if anybody else wants to, this is their chance before we stop streaming.
What about Daimo? How do you say his name? Daimyo? Daimyo, are you still there?
Someone's.
Yeah, so if you're watching the stream and you want to play with us, it's the Super Earth Podcast Discord. So it's should be in the channel description, also should be in the description of the video itself, and pretty much every video on our channel should have that link to the Discord. We are playing with listeners right now. So, join the Discord. Send us a DM. Let us know if you want to play. We're probably going to do the last couple of listener playthroughs with listeners. I will say, that flame armor, it's a huge difference. So just wearing that,
when running flamethrowers and stuff, it's a big difference.
Yeah, and if you're gonna go against the incendiary troops, like that is a huge reason to use that one.
Nah, no, those I don't feel like it really helps that much. The reason is, like, yes, you can be set on fire, but the problem is that it deals so much damage anyway that it doesn't really help you out that much.
No, it helps so much against the incendiary core. When I went from using the engineer to using the flame armor that one time, it helps so much.
Well, yeah, of course. Of course it's a difference, but is it worth it compared to other ones?
It's a big difference.
I don't think so. I've run it a couple of times and I don't think it's worth it. But it also, everything depends on the rest of your loadout as well. Like if you're in danger of getting hit a lot with fire, then definitely worth it. But if you're not, then it's not worth it.
Alright, I'm gonna put the stream back on a splash page until we find somebody that wants to play.
Yes, clear. Yes, clear. Yes, clear.